Hey, hi! Sup guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pranay. Hope you all are doing good and doing great. So in this video, I'll be going to review the MacBook Pro M1, which is kind of like a long-term review. Before moving on to the video, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe and enable the bell icon. So without any further ado, let's go! Ever since Apple has introduced their latest M1 chip, everyone is being so hyped about it. Everyone's screaming M1, 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 M1. Yes, the hype is damn real. So yeah, what is M1? M1 is not a CPU, it's basically a package containing the computer's 8-core CPU and 7 to 8 core of GPU that simplify everything in a unified memory system that upgrades up to 16 gigs of RAM, which means the CPU and the GPU can directly share, memorize and compute tasks a lot faster, and ultimately, this is how Apple allowed themselves to build the ultimate laptop. Talking about the physical features, it's got a fingerprint sensor, a 720p camera which is improved by image signal processor in the M1, a touch bar, 2 USB-C port, headphone jack, a great hinged design, and the Retina display is made up of 2560 into 1600 pixels. Also, it comes with a True Tone technology and 500 nits of brightness on the MacBook Pro M1. I wish its bezels were smaller, but I guess that would happen on the 14-inch and 16-inch MacBook soon. All of us hated the butterfly keyboards, but Apple have listened. The new Magic Keyboard is truly a magic. As of my usage and writing few lines of code, I can certainly say that this is one of the best laptop keyboards out there. The backlight of the keyboard can be managed via the settings as well as on the touch bar. I enjoy the luminosity it provides when typing in dark places and dark conditions. And yes, there goes the Apple's trackpad, and this thing is amazing. It provides great haptic feedback, force touch functionality, and awesome multi-touch gestures such as displaying Launchpad, show your desktop, and even navigate through the full-screen apps. I find the 4 full-range stereo speakers to offer robust bass and plenty of volume for such a small laptop. And for the longest time, I'm a huge fan of Apple's laptop speakers as they sound amazing. The outer shell is made up of aluminum that is durable with the same old rubber feet at the bottom of the laptop. This laptop has a prestigious and a luxurious look, and it's weightless at 1.4 kilograms. The MacBook M1 gives out an extraordinary performance. Having multiple apps open such as Spotify, Chrome, Safari, Lightroom, Premiere Pro, Final Cut, Zoom, etc., there wasn't any problem in terms of temperature and performance. Editing on Premiere Pro, which still runs on Rosetta, is quite decent. This video you're watching right now is completely edited on this MacBook Pro M1 with ease. Importing my footage from my camera was effortless and scrolling through the timeline as well as playback was very impressive. But you could tell that the device was getting hot during export times. But at this time it started to slow down and thermal throttle. But since Premiere Pro is horribly optimized on any computer, this was to be expected. This is where Final Cut Pro comes in. Video editing in Final Cut Pro is painless. On a 4K timeline, there is simply no hiccups. Scrubbing through the timelines was a better experience than on Premiere Pro. The playback was simply instant, did some stabilization, added some effects, and there were no issues at all. On testing MacBook Pro M1 on Geekbench, it's got a score of 1744 on single core performance, which is faster than every other Intel Mac which Apple made, and a multi-core score of 7628, which is extremely impressive. Put it up with the 8-core iMac Pro, so above all of the highest end laptops. Talking about the usability, for school needs, productivity, content creators, this laptop is the best choice for the money. The M1 has optimized a lot of apps for productivity and students, such as apps like Microsoft 365, Todoist, Zoom, Chrome, Messenger, among us. Yes, you're right. The M1 is efficient in downloading iOS and iPad apps because they run on a very similar architecture. The next very thing what I wanted to tell you is about the battery life. After using this laptop for editing, watching YouTube, browsing through the internet, and doing some of the live demos within this video, the laptop still managed to deliver a total of 17 hours in terms of battery life. Definitely impressive for a computer that has all kind of apps open, live recording sessions, etc. Damn, ridiculous amount of battery for a single charge. Okay, so I have imported this photo. This is a raw image. Now let's try to crop this. Let me try to select the crop tool. Okay, so let me crop from the top a little bit. That's okay. And from the bottom. Perfect. Enter. Okay, now let me try to heal those dust particles from here and there. Let me select the heal tool, increase the size. Let me remove them. You know, even though being translated through Rosetta, this thing is so smooth. No lags or anything. Okay, let me try to erase that line. Okay, that's perfect. Let me try to zoom in a little bit and check. Okay. Well, that's fine. I'm making it quick because this is a short review. Okay, so everything is perfect right now. Now let me try to export this. I'll click export as. Okay, I'm going to select the PNG format and going to keep the settings as it is. And yes, we'll click export. I'll choose the name, image, and yes, let's save it. Well, the photo have been saved. This is our final output. Well, I have imported a few raw footages to Lightroom. Switching between the photos is so fast. Keep in mind that those photos are raw photos. Let me adjust the exposure a little bit, contrast, highlights down, shadows a little bit, bring that white. I'll bring up that blacks down and increase the whites, clarity, dehaze down, increase some vibrance and decrease saturation. Let me bring in some contrast using the S curve. Okay, I think that's fine. Now let me go to the split toning and add some orange to the highlights. saturation a little bit. I think that's fine. Now let me go to the shadows, increase some saturation. I think I'll go with the blues because that one looks good to me. Okay, perfect. Now do some sharpening, a little bit of noise reduction and color. Remove chromatic aberration. I think that's fine. Effects, that's fine. Now let us export this image. I'll keep the quality to 100%. And now let's export. Okay, now we are good to go. So this is what it looks like after editing on Lightroom. Talking about the thermals, honestly I never experienced any overheating issues while using Adobe apps such as Photoshop, Lightroom, etc. which was extremely impressive. Wait. Let me be honest with you guys. I have recorded my entire voiceover for this video on the MacBook Pro M1. Those are extremely amazing studio quality mics. Well, yeah, that's it guys. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please do comment down your opinions below. And don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Catch you guys later in the next one. Till then, this is me, Pranay, signing out.